Hi, my dear friends, and my dear students. On 12th physics and 8.66 carbon dating. Carbon dating. The application of beta decay, which leads to radioactive dating or carbon dating. The radioactive dating, that means if you want to find out any dead body's life, or whatever it may be, the life of the ancient materials, then we can utilize this carbon dating. We can utilize this process and we can calculate the age of that material, whatever it may be. Suppose let us assume a, a wood a wood was just before 5130 years before it was made. How can we calculate this age of this wood? That's the uses of this radioactive decay or carbon dating. This is the application of beta decay. In the atmosphere, or generally carbon dioxide is available. When we think about atmosphere, carbon dioxide is naturally, when you think about the earth surface, then there may be around that that is called the atmosphere, and then stratosphere, then troposphere, then ionosphere, like that. These are all, if you are considering this, total is considered to be an earth. Earth is not only the solid surface, but apart from all, these 1, 2, 3, 4 are included with the earth. The first one is called atmosphere. There may be possibilities of carbon dioxide or nitrogen or oxygen or anything else, like in gaseous state, are rotated in the speed of earth itself, or rotated in the speed as in the same speed of earth. Then stratosphere, troposphere, ionosphere, then ozone. Then fifth one is called ozone layer. These are all rotated along with the earth. That's why when all living things like trees or animals or man, human beings, everything are living things. These living things are all consuming carbon dioxide continuously. Continuously we are consuming carbon dioxide. That means the carbon dioxide is nothing but carbon isotope of 6C12 and 6C14. Here the ratio, this is almost equal to 97.7%. Here 1.3 into this amount is equal to 1.3 into 10 power minus 12. 1.3 into 10 power minus 12 approximately. This is the ratio. Remaining all portion are said to be, this is called major portion. This is the ratio are combined together and form the carbon dioxide. When you consider carbon dioxide, then both 6C12 and 6C14 are available, and this one is called radioisotope. That's why it spontaneously emit the radiation. For example, the half-life period of, you have to consider certain amount of carbon isotope of 6C14 like this, then it the time taken to reduce the half of the portion, that's equal to 5,730 years. 30 years. This is the T half of this carbon isotope. The amount which are reduced to the half of the total initial amount, it will take the time is called the half-life period. And half-life period of this carbon isotope is said to be 5,730 years. That's why, sorry, carbon dating is a very useful process to identify the age of the ancient or whatever may be the age material that is available in this cosmos or available in the earth. We can calculate by means of carbon dating, we can measure the age of that wood or age of the stone or whatever it may be. That's a very important concept that you have to understand. The next thing, carbon 14 is naturally continuously decaying in the atmosphere. Carbon dating is available because of carbon dioxide is available in the atmosphere. So the carbon dating is not discrete property but continuous property. That is, the decay is happening continuously because carbon dioxide is available throughout the atmosphere. Here carbon 6C14 is available, so that carbon isotope of carbon is continuously decaying. That's why we are able to calculate the age. But here, if you are continuously decaying, then what will be happen? It is prolonged to the infinite years. Suppose if you consider, for example, when you think about a dead body or dead wood, just 11,400 years before, then it will become as a stone. It may be modified as a stone. Wood become stone, and we want to find out the age, then we need to calculate how many T of carbon 14 isotopes. Suppose there are 2 half-life period are finished, then the total age, that's equal to 5,730 plus 5,730, that's equal to 60, 14, then 11. 11,460 years before this stone was formed. This stone was formed by means of sedimentation of this sedimentation on the wood. That process has happened. So what would become as a stone? This is a process to identify the age. So the carbon dating is a very important role to find out the age of the old or ancient materials. That's a very important. Now, the carbon 6C14 is continuously decaying. Apart from that, from the earth surface, there may be a cosmic rays from the cosmos, or hitting the molecules available in the atmosphere, so that the atom are decayed, atom are splitted into some more particles and form a carbon isotope, carbon 14 isotopes. But the ratio of carbon 14 isotopes and carbon 6 isotopes are remaining constant. That is a very important concept. Remaining constant. Remaining constant. Here, how much decay which have happened, that much of amount are produced. That's a natural phenomena that are equalizing this carbon within the atmosphere. This is a very good process. That's why we are able to survive in the earth itself. Okay. Next thing, how can we utilize the carbon 614 or carbon 6C12? Okay. Suppose for living man or living tree, which consuming carbon dioxide, okay. After death dies, there is no consuming of carbon dioxide. There is no consuming which may be stopped. Dead man can eat what? Mud. Dead man can eat what? He is not no more. He was died. Then the trees, we buried the human body or fire the human body. So what? We couldn't be able to identify if you are firing the body. If you are buried the body, then the calcium of bone, like suppose if you are considering a bone which are available here in the inside the earth, we can calculate the age because it will take a long time to decay the process up to infinite years. That's why we can calculate the age of the bone. Okay. The same manner, the wood which are not easily spoiled. That's why the decay process of carbon 14 isotopes after dies which are happened. That's why we are calculating the T of the carbon 14 isotopes, and how many of T of, from that we can calculate the age of this material. That's the process of calculating the age of the dead body. That is a very important concept to analyze. Even though here the ratio are maintained. Suppose after dead body or after life vanishes, then here also carbon 614 and carbon 6C12 ratio is remain constant. Because it is not consuming the carbon dioxide. Then the process decay which will be continuously happening here, and from that how long it may be decayed, we can calculate how long it may be decayed. That amount may be calculated. From that calculated of the age, we have to understand, we have to calculate the how long it will decayed. That much we can calculate the age of the material. That is a very, very important concept of carbon dating. For example, when you are entered to the Trichy district or Ariyur district of Tamil Nadu, before 1000, I hope before 1000 years ago, 1000 years ago, the earth's surface is considered to be as a sea. So what? There may be a fossils or wood are converted into a form of stone still available. Then we can calculate the age of this stone with the help of this carbon dating. This is a process of how can we measure the age of the ancient materials which was available in the earth's surface. This is a very important concept to understand carbon dating. Carbon dating is nothing but when we consuming carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, we are alive. We are alive. After death, the decay process which are happening from our body or trees, anything else or anywhere else, then decay process happening continuously or for years together, then if you want to identify the age, then how many years it may be decayed. If you are calculate that amount of decayed amount, then you can calculate the age. That's called carbon dating. I hope you understand clearly. Here one thing is very important. The ratio of carbon 14 isotope is clearly called as radioisotopes, not stable. It is a excited state radioisotopes. So radioactivity takes place. That's why decay is possible. That's a very important concept for utilizing to calculate the age. That's a very important concept. Thank you, my friends. Next, we are going to see the invention of neutron or discovery of a neutron. That's the thing, very important concept to change this world, to change this modern scientific world. Neutron discovery changes the modern physics and modern scientists, the modern scientific world. Many technologies are available to change this world, and one of the particle, very minute particle, which changes the entire life of the living organism. That's within fraction of the second we can destroy this world by means of a single particle of neutron. So the discovery of neutron is very important. That's the thing that we are going to see next class. Thank you.